Good morning, everybody. Are you ready for Make It Monday? Do you want to know what we're going to make today? Our biggest hint was the cardboard box that we needed to find over the weekend, or a piece of cardboard. Today we're going to use that box and we are going to cut and decorate shapes and create a 3D cardboard sculpture. Are you ready? Let's begin. First step is going to be taking this cardboard box and breaking it down into a few different pieces. Got some bad lighting here. I'm just going to adjust the camera. Okay, I'm just going to tear the flaps off, and that's an easy place for me to start. You can cut those off if you want. Hopefully we've all been doing Braden's exercises and we'd have enough strength to tear that cardboard. Okay, I'm gonna take my scissors now and cut down the side to get this white piece to use. Did the weekend go by fast for everybody else? It did for me. This part can sometimes be a little bit difficult. So if you're doing a project and a part becomes too hard to do, you can always ask somebody to help us out. Everybody needs a little bit of help sometimes, right? We'll put that down in case we need some more. Okay, we're going to take these pieces of cardboard and we are going to begin to cut them into shapes. I'm going to take my ruler and I'm just going to grab a crayon. Start with a small piece. Right here. I'm going to cut this one into a square. I'll use that line there. Little piece of paper on there, that's not a big deal. We can just rip it off. And we're going to set our square aside. We're going to try and keep our shapes all roughly the same size. But we're going to do all different. This one will be a small rectangle. But a triangle. Three sides, triangle. Cut that straight and have that over there. Let's take that lid. Let's put that down and trace all the way around. It's going to give us a circle. I'm thinking what other kinds of shapes that I could use. Circle. Gonna do another circle. got lots of space left. I'm going to take the straight edge and I am going to create a bunch of lines and fast shapes. So I'm just creating some different texture in a couple of the pieces here, and I'm doing that by ripping off the outside layer of the cardboard. You see how we get all those ridges and that different texture? Just going to add another dimension to our 3D cardboard sculpture. If you don't like that look, you don't have to do it. It's one of those things is I'm doing it, I'm going, oh, I really like that. And that's what's nice about creating things is not everybody has the same ideas. Not everybody likes the same things. Okay, set our scraps aside. Now we've got all these wonderful shapes. Step 2, we need to create a little cut in each of these so that we can put our sculpture together when we're done painting or coloring or decorating. Each of these is only going to get one cut. So I've got to decide where that cut's going to be. Now, I'm going to put that cut right in the middle here. And try and do this so you can see. I'm going to cut us straight up. I'm going to cut just the smallest triangle in there. And we've got to make it long enough that it's going to be supportive when we put our sculpture together. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead onto each of these and make our cuts. Our pieces are all cut now. Our little slot is in there prepared. Now we're going to go on to the decorating part. This part you can prepare your work surface first. Again, I'm going to put down a large cutting board. And a piece of paper. A little bit of water here in case I decide to use paints. We're going to take each one of our pieces and going to decorate them to create our sculpture. I am going to start by using a crayon. The pieces will need to be decorated on both sides, and you get to decorate them however you like. Now, one thing about this project is it's not fast. This is going to take you a while to decorate all these pieces. Now, if you live in a house where lots of people are working on this project, you can actually do this as a group project and have each person decorate one or two pieces and then construct a sculpture as a group activity. Or you can just take your time and decorate your pieces and go in and do the sculpture yourself. I've just got one solid color down here. On the next side, I'm just going to put some diagonal stripes. How about a marker? This one's a Sharpie, and I'm just going to put down some polka dots. I love polka dots. Just random little dots all over. Another way you can decorate these is if you have a magazine or wrapping paper, you can take and cut that out and glue it on. Polka dots. Let's take a similar color and just color the opposite side. If we were all together, we would be talking about different ways that we could decorate our pieces and what we would like to put on them to make them unique and ours. I'm thinking about all the different things that you would say that you would like to put on yours. Polka dots on that side. Get another marker. Let's just put some squiggles. Curlicues over. Let's see if we can make bold stripes on this side. Should we try painting a couple of them quickly? I'm going to mix that paint up. This one is a beautiful turquoise color. I'm going to use my foam brush, a little bit of paint. Just going to wet that foam brush and then squeeze the water out. That's just going to help me move that paint around a little bit easier. It's a beautiful color. Edges. I have to wait for that side to dry before you decorate that one, so I'm just going to set that aside, let the one side dry, and go on to next. I kind of like that color. Let's see if we can do something a little bit different. Instead of coloring the whole thing, I am just going to make a pattern by dipping the end of my brush and putting repeated marks. Okay, I'm going to let that one dry. And you see on the end of this brush there's a triangle. Let's see if we can get one of our pieces and make a pattern of triangles. That works. Just dip. Stamp printing almost. Okay, I'm going to let those dry, and that's enough of the turquoise color. Just going to set this aside. Should we try that roller? I'm going to mix that paint up again. Put a little more in the lid. I like to save old lids. They're really handy to use your paint in. Okay, let's get a piece here. Roller's nice because we can just push. It's easy for hand over hand, or rocking back and forth, or stamping, or just pulling. All different types. Keep your eye out. You can usually get them for not very much. Again, it's a sponge roller on this one, so let's just get that wet, just to help move that paint around a little bit. I'm just squeezing it out so we don't have too much water. I'm going to go into here, into this beautiful tropical blue, this one's called. I'm just going to pick the paint up. I don't have a lot of paint in here. It's on the lid. And then I'm going to go in and spread that around. Kind of gives a little cloudy type look. I'll let that one dry. Okay, let's go ahead and decorate the rest of these. let these dry. I'm going to clean up the work area and I'm going to wash my hands, and we're going to be back in just a moment. I'm going to pause the video and then we are going to construct our 3D cardboard structure. Okay, we're back. Our pieces have dried. Now we are going to create our sculptures. So we're going to take a piece, any piece, and we simply start by taking our two slits and sliding them together. You're going to want your sculpture to stand, so at some point you have to think about what pieces are going to work together to make that stand. And we simply go along and add our pieces. Sliding them together. Oh, see, and every once in a while you're going to run across one that's just not going to work. It's either too heavy, but that is part of the fun of the creating. You get to check and see and continue and try and turn and enjoy. 3D cardboard sculptures. And I haven't even used all my pieces. So you can create your own, set it someplace to enjoy. I'm going to put mine out. You can take it apart, build something else again. You can join with other people in your house and put your pieces together and build a really giant sculpture. Wouldn't that be fun? If we were all together, we could do that today. When you're finished, if you take a picture, you can go back to the Cosmo Facebook page and in the comments section, post a picture of your sculpture. That way we can see what we're all doing, and I think that will be really fun and exciting. Thank you for joining me today on Make It Monday. I had lots of fun today. This project turned out way better than I expected. 3D paper sculptures. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you on Find It Friday.